Magandang araw sa ating lahat. Nandito naman tayo sa isang makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa mathematics. At ang ating subject ngayon ay sa Grade 11, Statistics and Probability. At ang ating topic ngayon ay tungkol sa Central Limit Theorem. Ang lesson naman ito ay Sampling Distribution of the Sample Mean from an Infinite Population. At ang lesson to naman ay Problem Solving from the Population. At ang lesson 3 naman ay problem solving from a sample. Kaya kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, huwag mong kalimutan mag-subscribe at i-hit mo na rin ang notification bell para palagi kang updated sa mga susunod ko ng mga video. Tara na, pag-usapan na natin. Punta naman tayo sa ating lesson 3, solving problem from the sample. So how do we find the probability when taking only a sample of the population? Paano natin gawin yon? Okay, so example. The average time it takes a group of college students to complete a certain exam is 46.2 minutes and a standard deviation of 8 minutes. If 50 randomly selected college students take the exam, what is the probability that the mean time it takes the group to complete the test will less than 43 minutes? So, less than. So, pababa na naman tayo. Less than. Okay, solution. So, what are the given information? So, the given information are our population mean is equal to 46.2 and our population standard deviation is equal to 8. Okay. Since we are using the samples, our standard deviation, our sample standard deviation is population standard deviation over square root of n. Yan ang ating gagamitin. Okay. So, unlike dito na automatic, we will use the population standard deviation here. Automatic. Why? Because we are using a population. Because we are solving from a population. Here, we are solving from the sample. Okay? So, the formula to use, we are dealing with the data about the sample mean. So, we will use the formula Z is equal to our score minus the population mean over our population standard deviation over square root of n. Where this one x here is the sample mean and this one is population standard deviation, this one is the population mean, n is the sample size. And then our formula to find the z-score is our sample mean minus the population mean over our population standard deviation over square root of n. Okay, so let us solve. So our sample mean is 43 minus 46.2 over 8 over square root of 50. That is equal to negative 2.83. So, negative 2.83, that is now our z-score. Okay, that is our z-score. So, step number 3, find p of x that is less than 43 by getting the area under the normal curve. Use the z-table. And our z-score is negative 2.83. So, negative 2.83. So, let us find the area under here. So, when you say less than, so negative 2.83, here, this shaded region here is the area or probability na ating hinahanap. Okay? So, negative 2.83. So, let us consult the z-table. Negative 2.83. Okay. So, negative. Dito tayo sa negative. Negative 2.83. Negative 2.8 here. Negative 2.83. So, negative 2.83. That is 0.0023. 0.0023. Okay, here. So, the z-score, which the z-score of negative 2.83 has an area of 0.0023. So, that is P of x is greater than 40 or less than 43 is equal to P of z that is less than negative 2.83 is equal to 0.0023. So, step number 4. So, the probability that 50 randomly selected college student will complete the exam in less than 43 minutes is 0.0023 or only 0.23%. So, that is the probability. Maliit lang ang probability, 0.23%. Okay? And then, example number 2 naman tayo. The average number of milligram of cholesterol in a cup of a certain brand of ice cream is 660 milligram and the standard deviation is 35 milligram. Assume that the variable is normally distributed. So, nandito naman tayo, normally distributed. So, when you say normally distributed, we can use the central limit theorem. So, if a sample of 10 cups of ice cream is selected, what is the probability that the mean of the sample will be larger than 670? So, larger. So, dito naman tayo sa taas. So, larger. Okay. So, going up. So, our solution. Step number 1, given information. Our population mean is 660 milligram. Our population standard deviation is 35. And then our x, our sample mean is equal to 670. And our n is equal to 10, which is our sample size. Okay. The same way, step number 2, we will find the z-score. Z-score is equal to sample mean minus the population mean over population standard deviation over square root of n or square root of our sample size. So our sample mean is 670 minus 660 over 35 over square root of n. And the answer of this is 0.90. So our z-score is 0.90. So step number 3, let us find the area under 0.90. Okay, the area under 0.90. So this one, area under here. But this area here, under here, to the left, this area to the left is not our probability. Because ang ating hinahanap ay ang dito sa itaas. Because our problem stated that what is the probability that the mean of the sample will be larger than 670? Okay, so let us consult again our Z table. If what is the probability or what is the area under 0.90 na z-score? 0.90. So let us we have here 0.90. Okay, we have here 0.90 positive, 0.90. We have 0.8159. 0.815. Okay. So, na-close natin. Let us open. 0.8 0.898159. Okay, here 0.8159. So therefore, P of X that is greater than 670 is equal to P of Z which is greater than 0.90 is equal to 1 minus 0.8159. And it is equal to 0.1841 because we want to get the area under here, and we all know this is equal to 1. All the area in a, if we total the area in a normal chord, that is equal to 1. So 1, this total area minus 0.8159, the answer is 0.1841. So may ibang technique din ako sa pagkuha upang hindi na tayo mag-minus nito. Since this is 0.90, this is symmetrical to the other side. Dito, mayroon din ditong 0.90 dito. Easy lang ang pagkuha nito. So, you will just use the negative sign with this one. Then, you can get 0.8141. Okay, ito yon. Nandito. Negative 0.90. Ito yon. Okay, negative 0.90. Dito tayo sa negative 0.90. Okay, ito yon. O, di ba? 0.1841. The same lang sa ating answer. So, therefore, another technique is if you are dealing with the area which is greater than or paitaas, so you will just get the z-score, and then afterward, if you will get the z-score, gamitin mo na rin ang negative niya, and then you will get the answer. Okay, so the probability that the mean cholesterol content of 10 randomly selected cups of ice cream will be more than 670 is 0.841 or 18.41%. Okay, so that's all for our central limit theorem. So, kung may tanong kayo, kung hindi nyo masyadong naintindihan or hindi nyo masyadong nakuha, just replay or ulitin nyo lang sa pag-play ang video upang maintindihan nyo. Okay, so kung mayroon kayong katanungan, i-comment nyo na lang dito sa ibaba sa video upang ating masagot. Okay, maraming salamat. Hanggang sa muli.